Welcome back to Building the Farm, where I make the mistakes so you don't have to. And today I'm hoping to finish the well pad. I've got the TH35 tilt plate on so I can tilt the bucket to help me get this graded out. And here is our target right here. This blue flag is going to be where I'm going to ask that they drill the well. It's always hard to tell on camera, but where this blue flag is about the middle of this hill going up. So it slopes to both sides. So any runoff should naturally flow to the sides. But what I've got to do is kind of grade around this so it's almost like a cone, upside down funnel, so that any water that does make it down this is going to drain off of this pad. And right now I'm still kind of following the slope. So my intent is I'm going to work around this flag and try and turn this into a little volcano. So I'll put it into time lapse and let's see how good I do.
One thing I noticed watching the time lapse is having a close place to dump the dirt is important. I end up spending a fair amount of time driving just to some place to dump the dirt. As I filled my close by dumping positions, I had to dump it a little farther away. So definitely try and have a close place to move the dirt and maybe use a dump trailer then to move the bulk of the dirt later.
So sometimes you just got to kind of get out and look around. I'm going to show you what the view is from the cab, but sometimes you got to just get out and look. And this is where the gully was before. So I just got to clean this up a little bit. But we now have slope coming down to this away from the flag. So if the well is right here, we got a little bit of a dip I need to take care of, but basically the water is not going to flow in towards the well pipe. And that's what we're trying to achieve here. Now, I haven't gone by this, and run over it yet at all. I'm still not perfectly happy with this, but when I'm in the cab, I can see the levels because I have level indicators in there, and it is actually not too bad. It's hard to tell on camera, but it's shaping up. I think in another 40 minutes, with my rookie experience, I think in 40 minutes we'll be ready. So let's take a look at what it looks like from inside the cab.
All right, I just wanted to show you what I see from inside the cab when I'm working. I have an inclinometer up here, so I can actually see the tilt this way of the machine itself. And then outside on the TH35, there's actually a level. So that glass above the angle tells me whether the bucket is actually truly level or not. So I can see that. And then also inside the cab, I have another inclinometer that tells me my pitch front to back. So when I'm working on the hill, I can see which way I'm sloped, left backwards or forwards, left to right, and then also sloped on the bucket itself. And really, the bucket itself is the most helpful one because I can set that on the ground and see what the ground level is, which way it's sloping. And as always, the inclinometers will be in the description for affiliate links from Amazon. Very handy to have these inclinometers inside the cab. I feel much more comfortable going up and down slopes when I can see what the slope actually is. All right, I had to speed this up to 2.5 times because it was pretty long because I grade pretty slow. But you can already see, how the bucket is tilting. This is what's helping me set the grade. And once you've got the slope, angled the way you need to, you can set the bucket square or level to the machine. And as you're digging, you'll maintain the grade. But you can see I can give it a little twist and just change the grade a little bit. And then each time I unload the bucket, come back and cut some more, I'm basically able to have the bucket set to the 0 level on the gauge, but you'll see that the bubble, it's not level, right? You know, because I've created a slope and now I'm just following that slope. And as I mentioned before, you know, part of this project took a lot longer because I didn't have a convenient close place to dump a lot of the dirt. So I'm actually spending a fair amount of time driving back and forth. And setting the pitch here on the grade, it is looking a little bit fast, you know, because I've accelerated this, but you do get better at setting the grade. Now, occasionally I get in a little bit of a rush and I take it from the wrong side of the bucket. You know, I wanted to take it on the left hand or right hand side, and I took it out of the left hand side. So I do occasionally make that mistake. You do want to work a little bit slower, because when you've got the RPMs set to high for the machine to give you the most horsepower, it also twists the bucket faster. So high RPMs means more flow, and so when you're pressing the buttons to and using the toggle switch to twist the bucket, it does move a little bit faster. So you might actually want to throttle the machine to half or below half and use the foot pedal to accelerate when you're actually doing your digging. Just some operator tips. You know, again, using the TH35 tilt attachment does take some getting used to. I'm getting better at it, but I probably have the TH35 on the machine 90% of the time. I mean, I may not always be using it tilted, but I'm surprised at how often when I get in a situation with the bucket, I actually do want to tilt it a little bit when I'm either cleaning up a road or adjusting a grade. It just, to me, seems so much faster to just tilt it a little bit with the bucket, especially when you're doing tight areas where you can't necessarily turn the machine and go perpendicular to where you want to shave some of the dirt off and make the path, because the path just can't be that wide. There was a mistake where I tilted it too far. But this is how it works. It really, the TH35 I find to be extremely helpful.
So again, it's always hard to tell on camera, but you know, our flag is there. We definitely slope past the flag away the entire time. So I got no worries there. In this direction towards the skid steer, it definitely slopes away, and eventually we're gonna have to put in a culvert across there, but I think I'm probably good enough. And you know, the wellhead is about 10 inches in diameter, so I can always come back after they've drilled and dress this up. So I think, other than a little bit of cleanup, I think this is going to be good enough. I didn't make the volcano because as I was coming over here and doing the trench, I just, you know, I didn't know where I was going to get the water to go to. So the hump basically runs towards the flag, and the water will just part on either side. So I'm going to do a little dress up in time lapse, but the TH35 is what's helping me tilt the bucket, and that's what it looked like from inside. So I'll just do a little time lapse at the end and dress this up, but I think we can tell the well company to come on out. Hey, thanks for watching. We'll be doing some more skid steer work soon. Do some more maintenance coming up. We just passed 100 hours, so it's time to do some of that. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe, and as always, the affiliate links are in the description. So we'll finish up with some time lapse of just dressing this up. The well project, I think, is done.